New season coming up for you guys right now. Talk a little bit about what's different this year under, say, Pascal Janssen versus last year with Nick Cushing, or even prior to that with Ronnie Dyla. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I would say just looking at last year compared to this year, I think we have a big emphasis on going forward runs, a lot of runs in behind, especially if I talk about myself. He's pushing us midfielders to look for those runs in behind more, kind of find those passes to Alonso Munsef, Hannes, Hui, Trapito, and even Maxi at times making runs in behind. So I would say that's the biggest difference coming into this year.
Cool.
Justin, this year you're poised to become a full-time starter. Got a couple pieces missing from the last few years with James in Europe, Tavon, and a couple of the other guys being hurt. Do you see any challenges in filling those shoes, and what goals and expectations do you have for yourself for the upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, nobody's ever given a starting role. You always have to work for it and prove it week in, week out. But to address the guys missing, we have a bunch of people ready to step up. I think in the first game you really saw it with Johnny Shore, who didn't play at all since he's been signed, and then stepped in a game versus Miami, who won the Supporters Shield last year and played really well, held his own. And I think you'll probably see a lot of that throughout this year. And I'm not really sure if the club plans on filling the guys that have left, but in the moment we have young guys that are ready to step up and take their chances.
Nice. Now, last year being the way it was, sixth place, beat Cincinnati, first round win in this case here, big moment on that. How do you build on that going into 2025?
I think it starts with better league position. If we could get, obviously the first round is a best of three, but if we could get that home field advantage for playoffs is still a long time away. So we're really focused one game at a time. But I think a goal as a team would be to finish in the top four and just finish better league position, so it puts us in a better spot going into playoffs.
Perfect. And talk about play one or two more. I'll let you go on that one. So basically, facing Orlando, home opener this weekend. How you feeling? Basically, you've been traveling a lot the last couple of weeks.
No, it feels really great to be back home. Preseason California, back to California, then Miami and California again. Hopefully we won't be going back for a little while, but we're really excited to be home, back in the facility, back at Yankee Stadium with the fans, and we know Orlando had a good game versus Toronto last weekend, so they're going to be strong, but we're prepared.
Yeah, rack up the frequent flyer miles on that.
Yeah.
And one more. This year is going to be a big year due to the 10th anniversary of the team. You grew up watching the team since a kid, and you came up through their youth program. What are the great memories that you have just growing up watching them and coming up through their system, and now you're a star for the team?
Yeah, the biggest memory I have watching it as a kid was the Pirlo free kick that he scored, I think, versus Philly, and also Jack Harrison's goal versus Red Bull in Yankee Stadium. And those were the two as a kid that I remember the best. And then growing up, I always supported the club, so it's a really special 10-year anniversary.
Awesome to have you here, man. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Actually, one more. Sorry. By the way, the fans are going to love that one. I just want to point that out. Do you have a message for the fans, though? Promise my last question.
Yeah, just we're very excited to get back to the stadium in front of them. It's been a long time since we had a home game, and we're looking forward to hearing them loud in the stadium.
Maxi, te tengo que preguntar. Ayer tenían con Pirlo, está ya, es un leyenda del equipo. ¿Cómo te sientes ya entrando el 10 años del equipo? Y pienso que el 7 o el 8 suyo, ¿no?
Compartir cosas importantes con grandes estrellas de lo que fue el Mundial. Como Andrea lo he tenido compañero en su paso por acá, así que es muy lindo. Y bueno, ya la verdad que ya casi 8 años que estoy en este club. Casi soy seguro el más viejo de lo que, tanto por edad como de tiempo que están en el club, así que...
Con más experiencia, ¿no?
Sí, bueno, con más experiencia, la verdad. Disfrutándolo, saber que el sábado es el 10º aniversario, que ojalá que bueno, podamos darle una alegría a la gente para terminar el día completo.
Usted se fue para un rato y regresaste otra vez, entonces estaba herido, pero la primera noche que regresaste, no se recuerda, había mucha gente muy feliz de verte. ¿Estás listo para un momento así otra vez esta semana?
Sí, la verdad que sí, son cosas que uno recuerda. Después, bueno, de poco tiempo volver y que te acojan como lo hicieron en ese momento. Y ojalá que esté, y sé que va a ser así, el sábado nos van a alentar, nos van a estar presentes, más allá del frío o lo que suceda. Están siempre pendientes y bueno, sabemos que nosotros de adentro tenemos que contagiarlos y tratar de lograr los 3 puntos, que es a lo que vamos.
¿Qué aspiraciones tiene usted para usted solo para el año y también con el equipo?
Creo que lo individual pasa más por lo grupal también, porque bueno, si al grupo, que es lo que buscamos, nos va bien, estamos todos con el mismo pensamiento, después individualmente uno eso fluye, así que ojalá que en lo grupal podamos tener una gran temporada, clasificar lo más arriba posible al playoff y bueno, después ya es otra cosa, pero bueno, ese es el primer objetivo que tenemos en base a lo que es MLS y bueno, en el medio tenemos la copa esta con la League Cup, que también es importante, así que son objetivos que de momento los nuestros son tratar de llegar lo más lejos.
Hola Maxi, ayer estuviste para la iluminación del Empire State Building celebrando el 10º aniversario del equipo. Como miembro más titular, más antiguo del club, usted lo has visto todo aquí. ¿Puedes contarnos algunos de tus recuerdos favoritos de los años y cómo ves que el equipo evoluciona en los próximos 10?
Sí, son momentos lindos, creo que pertenecer a lo que es la historia de un club, ya como dije, 8 años que estoy acá, he vivido muchísimas cosas, he podido salir campeón, que siempre es importante, la primera estrella de lo que es el club, son cosas que duran para siempre, porque bueno, también las Campeones Cup, que fue importante. Así que son cosas que uno lo vive y bueno, a futuro sin duda veo con mucho futuro, muchos chicos jóvenes con mucha ganas de crecer y bueno, ser cada vez más grande el club.
Home opener this weekend. Talk a little bit about what it feels like this year versus say last year for you.
For the team or for me?
For you personally. Actually, you know what, both.
Yeah, I think for the team, I think there's a really fresh sense of energy. You can see the way that the guys are a little bit working together. There's more continuity versus last year. We've now been together for almost 2 years, the majority of us. So really exciting to be able to have continue to grow in my capacity in the team as well, and be one of the kind of returning people who are leading the team and helping to bring us to new heights.
Matt, last year the team performed really well, in some cases exceeded expectations with a great run at the end of the year and through the playoffs. What are the goals that have been set for the team to achieve this year, and what are some individual goals that you're looking to accomplish?
Yeah, I think I don't really think this is a goal. I think this is the baseline expectations that we make playoffs. The clear goal for us is a top 4 finish, and so that's everything that we're doing. Another goal is obviously a trophy, but it begins with top 4 finish in the regular season. So that's what we're going for. That's the expectation and the goal that we have for ourselves.
Awesome. And any goals that you've set for yourself now that you're becoming one of the breakout goalies, of the MLS?
Yeah, I think I have a long list of goals, primarily just team goals. But on my end of things, I think put my name in the conversation for goalkeeper of the year is a big goal for mine. But that begins with us winning games and defense as a whole, plus me, all 5 of us getting shutouts and doing well and helping us to win games. With team success, individual success will follow. So that's definitely what I'm focused on. And then, on the other side of things, also, I think getting another call up to the national team is a big goal of mine, which also again comes from team success. The best teams will, their players will reach that level. So all starts with winning some games for us.
Awesome, thank you.
How cool was that, by the way? Real quick, I'm sorry.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Matt, the end of the season, you were one of my last interviews right before the playoffs, and I asked you about the national team, how you haven't gotten a call, how they didn't even mention you in goalie of the year, and I personally thought that you were one of the best keepers in the league, and obviously it rolled into the national team. Was there more of a relief, or was there more of an excitement finally getting that call to the national team?
Certainly, it was really exciting to get called to the national team, but I'm not someone that kind of lets myself get content with that. I want to keep pushing. I want to be a mainstay with them, I think as soon as you get too happy with yourself and too proud of yourself for those moments is really when you stop chasing the carrot. I think that's a phrase. So really important for me to continue to chase the carrot and keep driving myself, keep driving the team, and continue to win games.
How many parks we got cleaned?
I got wood a lot.
Come on, we gotta get
Hopefully
the
a lot.
parks cleaned this
Hopefully a
year,
lot.
Matt.
I know.
We
I
gotta get
agree.
them cleaned.
I agree.
Matt, you're the best. Thank you.
Thanks.